Do you think we'll ever see Alex Van Halen on stage again behind the drum kit? And will it be in the form of a Van Halen tribute, or has that ship sailed?
Well, I can
What do you
tell
think,
you what
Chris?
I know, and the ship has sailed from everything that I've heard out there. And I can't go. I wish I could tell people more, But the sad fact of the matter is, there's been attempts. We've heard
Hmm.
leaks of stuff. There's been attempts on Alex's side. There's been attempts on Wolfgang's side. They both earnestly want to do a proper tribute.
Hmm.
And there are other forces at play that have made that essentially an impossibility.
I didn't think
So,
Wolfgang was interested in that. I think that's interesting to hear.
well, it's but I can't say too much,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Well,
I will say, look at what you know, the Taylor Hawkins tribute, that was probably very similar to what Wolfgang had in mind.
mm,
And that was an
Mm.
impossibility.
Yeah. The other thing I would
sure,
just say
man.
real quick is that I mean physical. I mean I don't know. Yeah. I mean I wonder. Drumming is such a physical activity, and I wonder how Alex is feeling physically. I just imagine all those years on the road. It might be tough to imagine like doing like again a one-off show or something like that, but trying to do a tour that might be part of the calculation too. It's just like you know what, it's not worth it physically because it's going to be tough. I mean, I can't I can't run like I ran 20 years ago. I can barely run like I ran 3 years ago. So we all get older. It could be a physical situation too of just I know that there have been I take it there had been some talk about trying to do some shows with Dave and there was with Satriani and there was going to be more than one show. It sounded like I don't know if that's the other thing too. It's sort of like it just physically it might be a big
Yeah.
lift for a drummer. Singers, guitar players really probably at basis have it the easiest, right? They sort of can just do their thing. But as you with drumming, of course, as we know that it's such a physical activity, it could be difficult.
Hey, even if it was just like a Ringo thing, Alex and friends, whatever. I just love to see him
Right.
out there. But
Sure.
hey, whatever he wants to do, man, it's all good as long as he's doing okay. Because it's like he's never played with anybody else but his brother. So I think
Yeah,
Michael Anthony said that. It's like I think that it just doesn't feel right for him to be
I
up there.
agree. And that's the big point, I think, too, is that why I don't think we're going to see him, very much, because I think that's what I'm hoping to see from this book, is the fact that, I mean, they were a team. They were inseparable. Eddie did go off and jam a few times and do some stuff here and there and everything like that. But by and large, the focus was the brothers. I think it's got to be emotionally tough now that Ed's
Oh man,
gone
big
for
time.
Alex behind the drums. I'm sure if he just sits behind a kit, a flood of feelings comes
Oh sure.
pouring. That's, I think, why the Ed tribute didn't happen, because it had to be all about the love. It couldn't be about, I want this on the rider, I want this, I want that, me type of stuff. It had to be about the love. It had to be about Ed. And some people can't do that,
Yeah.
read between
Right.
the lines. That's all I can say.